If you want to learn to knit or crochet, there's a time-honored way.
My grandmother did it before me, and that's where I learned.
And there's a 21st century way.
YouTube, actually.
But if you want full immersion in all things knitting and spinning and felting and more, you want to check out the DFW Fiber Fest.
It is so inclusive. If you just want to do simple scarves and blankets and rectangles and squares, you can do it and nobody cares. If you want to do things like this shawl that is incredible and lace and not square by any means, you can do that too.
Margot Lynn Hablitzel is one of the co-founders of DFW Fiber Fest.
The founding board members, Molly Andrews, Mary Kay Bishop, and Jerry Rigdon. And from the beginning, we mixed knitters and crocheters, men and women on the board to make sure that we had a broad representation and nobody could say, well, you're just a bunch of. It doesn't look like one person. It's not old ladies. It's young women. It's young men. It's middle-aged. It's old. It runs the gamut.
DFW Fiber Fest was the first show of its kind in the area.
A lot of people will credit me with starting this because I was the one that said, I'm tired of listening to people complain that we don't have this. So I said, why don't we do one?
That's really pretty cool for what started off as a very small show, and now 10 years later, we get to pick and choose who has booths here at our show, who teaches at our show. This one is a yarn bowl.
Elisa Barton, owner of Knitting Fairy in Grand Prairie, was a vendor at that very first show.
And you can knit with it, and it doesn't run away from home while you're knitting. I started with a single table booth, and now I have 4 booths, 400 square feet worth of booth here. I have a 2,000-foot shop in Grand Prairie, so yeah, we've all grown together, I think.
Since its start in 2005, the show has become the premier fiber festival in North Texas, both for the shopping and sourcing, and the opportunity to learn from luminaries in the world of fiber arts.
It's one of the best ones that I do. I think as a teacher, DFW is really looking for classes that you're not going to find just anywhere. Yes, we have great teachers, we have regional teachers, we have national, international teachers that want to come to us and teach.
A lot of the people here are really big names in the knitting world. I know I definitely wanted to see Stephanie McPhee.
They have really done a very good job of seeking out people who really know what they're doing and want to pass that knowledge on, which is fantastic because we don't want it to disappear.
This event has a wealth of information and a community of fiber folks who are eager to welcome more to the fold. If you missed this year, not to worry. DFW Fiber Fest returns to the Irving Convention Center in 2016. This is Kathy Whiteman reporting.